Deuteronomy Chapter 24.
When a man marries a woman who becomes displeasing to him because he finds some uncleanness in her, and he writes her a certificate of divorce, gives it to her, and sends her from his house, and if, after she leaves his house, she becomes the wife of another man, and then that man also detests her, and writes her a certificate of divorce, gives it to her, and sends her from his house, or that man dies, leaving her a widow, then her first husband, who divorced her, must not take her back to be his wife after she has been defiled. That is an abomination in front of Yahweh, and you must not bring sin upon the land which Yahweh your Father is giving you as an inheritance. If a man has become recently married, he must not be sent to war, or be charged with any other duty, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and bring joyfulness to his wife he has married. Do not take an upper millstone or a lower millstone as security for a debt, because that would be taking a man's living as security. If a man is caught kidnapping one of his brothers of the children of Israel and treats him as a slave or sells him, the kidnapper must be put to death. In this way, you will purge the evil from among you. Be very careful during an outbreak of leprosy or infectious skin disease that you diligently observe and do exactly as the priests, who are Levites, teach and instruct you. You must follow carefully what I have commanded them. Remember what Yahweh your Father did to Miriam along the way when you came out of Egypt. When you make a loan of any kind to your brother, do not go into his house to get what he is offering as security. You shall stand outside and let the man bring the security out to you. If the man is poor, you must not hold his cloak overnight. You must, in this case, return his cloak to him before the sun goes down, so he may sleep in his own garment. Then he will bless you, and it shall be accounted to you as righteousness in front of Yahweh your Father. Do not take advantage of a hired man who is poor and needy, whether one of your brothers or one of the strangers living in your cities. Pay him his wages each day before sunset, because he is poor and is counting on it. Otherwise, he just might cry out to Yahweh against you, and you will be guilty of sin. The fathers shall not be put to death because of the children, nor shall the children be put to death because of their fathers. A man must be put to death because of his own sin. You must not pervert the justice due the stranger or the fatherless, nor shall you take the cloak of the widow as security. You must remember that you were a slave in Egypt, and Yahweh your Father redeemed you from there. It is because of this that I command you to do this thing. When you are gathering the harvest in your field, and forget to pick up a sheaf, you must not go back to get it. It shall be for the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, so Yahweh your Father may bless you in all the work of your hands. When you beat the olives from your trees, you must not go over the boughs twice. It shall be for the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow. You must remember you were slaves in the land of Egypt. It is because of this that I command you to do this thing.